teach you how to make your own can rotation system for practically nothing. You can make this out of 2 boxes, or you can go and buy some foam board, which is really inexpensive. I like to use the foam board because it's a lot easier to cut and it's a lot sturdier. You don't have to glue it as much as you do using cardboard from another box. What you need to do is figure out which side is going to be your front. This side is going to be my front of it, and that is the side that the food dispenses out of. So you're going to decide what cans you're going to use. I'm going to use vegetable cans, and so I'm going to show you the measurements for vegetable cans. Other cans require other measurements, and you'll have to measure them and see how big you need it. I can get 3 cans in this box. Just by putting them there, I can see, always leave some space in between for your dividers. But now you know that that's how many cans you can get in there. Now how many you can stack in there, I'm not sure until we get it finished. But I know that I can get 3 rows. Now, the first thing we want to do is take your box and measure the front of it. You're going to measure and mark the places at 1 inch and 5 inches up on both sides, and then you're going to draw lines around. You can cut your piece all the way out, or you can leave it attached like I did, and it's going to fold up like this, and you'll have to tape it open. So it can tape open like this. If you want to cut it all off, that's fine. I want to leave it like this because we move a lot, and it's much easier for me to just slap this shut, slap some tape on it, and my box is ready to go. I don't have to repack my cans into anything else. Okay, the next thing you're going to do is look at the end of the box. Now the end of the box is going to tell you where you're going to put your runs. You're going to measure up from the bottom. You see at the bottom here, I have 1 inch from the bottom right here. And then this goes to the front. At the front, you're going to go all the way to the bottom, and that's going to be your bottom ramp right there. So you make a mark at 1 inch and draw a line down. Now, from this mark, you're going to measure up 3 1/4 inches. That's for a standard vegetable can right now. So you measure up 3 1/4 inches to here, and then 3 1/4 inches to here. So that makes both these openings 3 1/4 inches. Now I draw a line all the way across here, just makes it easier for measurement. And then from here, I measure up another inch. You can make it 1.5 inches. It's a little bit better slope, but because of the size of this box, I needed to do 1 inch. And then draw your line for your ramp. Okay. Then from the top of this ramp, you go up another 3 1/4 and over 3 1/4, just like you did on the other one. Same thing, draw your line and then move up 1 inch to the top of your ramp and draw your ramp down. Now that you have it on the side of the box, you know what it's going to look like. Now you're going to do the same thing on your foam board. And just like that, we have all 3 ramps. Now, let's make sure this looks just like the end of this box. Now, if your ramps are going the opposite direction, you could be in trouble. Okay, now, the next thing you want to do is, because foam board is a little thicker than just the line of your pen, you need to kind of draw a little extra on there. I'll show you how that's done. You take this and go up just a little bit and do like this. And then I like to fill it in so I know that that's the part that's going to be cut out. Okay, now you notice that I didn't do that to the bottom one. The bottom one we're simply going to cut off. And I'll show you that right now. So we will take our straight edge to make our line nice and straight, and a box cutter, X-Acto knife, whatever you're going to use. And just like that, it is cut off. Now we do the same thing over here. Now, one very important thing before you start cutting is that you want to make sure you have something underneath so that you don't cut your kitchen counter or your floor or whatever you're on. I use my cutting board. All right. Get that out. Now, I just need 3 more just like this. So you'll have a total of 4. Alright, I have all 4 of my pieces cut out. Now, what I want to do is put them together and make sure that my lines all match up. I can see that I have one that's not quite matching up. So I'm just going to give it a little shake. Alright, so I have my dividers already made. Very easy. The next thing you're going to do is you're going to measure the pieces that you cut out. Measure how long that is. So measure mine, and it is 6 inches long. Now yours may be longer, it may be shorter, depending on the depth of your box. So mine is 6 inches. So I'm going to make my shelves 6 inches wide and as long as this box is. And this box is 16.5 inches. So I'm going to make them 6 inches by 16.5. 6 inches by 16.5. And I only need 2 of them because there are only 2 cutouts here. Okay, we're going to glue the bottoms of our dividers that we cut off, the little triangles, into the bottom of our box. I use hot glue, it's the easiest. Just put a little hot glue on the bottom of it. And then you come over here and you put it in the bottom of your box. And make sure that your arrow is pointing down towards the front of your box because you want your cans to run to the front of the box. And when you get all 4 of them, it will look like this. The next step is to measure the bottom. Measure the bottom of this, and then make a piece the same width of your box, and however wide your divider is, so that it can sit on it like this. So, now that you've got your runs down in the bottom, you're going to stick your bottom layer in. And just like that, very easy. It should be sloping towards the front so that when your cans roll, they're going to roll towards the front. Now you're going to take your dividers, and this is a little bit of the tricky part. You put your shelves in one end, and then you put another divider in, and then you put another divider in, and then you put your end piece on. Okay, now that you have your outside ones glued into place, you can move your interior ones just by sliding them to their correct spot. Now, how do we measure this? Use a can. Put a can in here, and you want to push it until it's almost to where the can is. You're going to be sure and give the can a little bit of room. If you make it too tight, it's not going to want to roll through. Take it up through all of it. Make sure it's not going to get stuck anywhere. Alright, that one's good. So, now that we have it in place, if yours is nice and tight, you can leave it alone. If it needs some glue, get the glue gun out and just run some glue along the edges. Now, you are almost done. All you have to do is place this inside of your box. And just like that, you have a can rotation system. You can close these flaps down if you wish. If you don't, you can cut them off. Whatever you want to do with it. Take your cans, put it in the top, and it rolls down and comes out the front. Same thing here. Put it in the top, and it comes out the front. Put it in the top, make sure it comes out the front. There it is. You have your very own can rotation system. And what did it cost you? A little bit of time and some foam board, unless you wanted to use cardboard. Thank you for being with me. Have fun with your food storage. Bye.